The time has came. We're getting ready to set up the Spider Farmer 5x5 tent, or the whole tent set up minus the light. It's a little underpowered. That'll be all right. We'll make it work. I have my 4x6 tent over there and my 4x8 here, and then right here in front of my 4x6, I'm gonna put this 5x5. But first, let's toke up. And if you're watching this, and if you can, you do the same. So here's my tent. Here's the couch and stuff. I'll move this couch down, need to make some room. I'm gonna put this lighting probably up in here. What's gonna be in the garage? You've seen these hexagon lights, they look freaking awesome. This couch I'm cutting up just to get it out of here. But I probably won't do that today because I just want to get the tent put together, so I'm just gonna push everything down that way, move some stuff, and let's get going. So I got this couch moved over now. Now I gotta put this one on top of this one. All that is moved. My grow tent is there. This one's going right here. And my couches are stacked up over here, and that's worth a toke. Again, how can I elevate other people if I don't elevate myself? So once again, also, you need to toke. Cheers to you guys. And you guys know that this re-veg is what's going in this 5x5. I stopped watering probably 2 days ago, so hopefully it make it a little bit easier to make this, make it a little easier for me to move this into the tent while hopefully not breaking any branches. Once it's in there, at some point soon, I'm gonna be building a scrog net to support it because it doesn't look like it can support itself now. But anyway, let's get back to setting this tent up. Now it says right here, no sharp objects. I'm gonna use a knife, I'm gonna get this first part started, and I'm just gonna rip it open the rest. Except for these guys, I did tape this way also, so I'm gonna cut real lightly here and up here. And then one more right around here. Now pull this open. See everything in here? You get a full set of stickers. These are all the plastic corner pieces. This bag is all the poles. And then you have the tent itself. But I guess it's time to open this up because first thing you need to do when setting up a grow tent is set out the fabric, know where it's facing, what's the top and bottom, and you place the frame into it or build it into it. I have 3 different kinds of bars. The one long ones are going to be the ones that go into these corner pieces, and then these other ones are going to be more in the middle going up. But for these, all you do is you unscrew this, you slide this one part onto the pipe, put your pipe in the hole, tighten it back down, and it's going to tighten up. Okay, so now I have the whole entire frame built. I have the base right here. I'm going to pull this up and over the top of it. And every single time I set up a tent, it's always way bigger than I feel like it's going to be. I even measure it out with a tape measure and stuff. I know how big of a space it's going to take. And then I set it up and I'm like, dang, that's big. I got to go around the outside and zip all that up. And then inside you're going to have 10-inch duct vent. There's another 10-inch. You got an 8-inch on each side, along with 10-inch and 10-inch down at the bottom, right there and right there. You got vents all around. You got a window here, and then a window here. Right in the door, right to your right, usually got a little tool bag. And then it's got a nice tray down here. Also a 4-inch, if I didn't say that, and another 4-inch. I do think this is a nice touch. You can also put the tool bag outside. We have these 2 little hangers here. I'm guessing they're gonna be for your trimmers, for your shears, or whatever else you wanna hang on there. Next is the inline fan and the carbon filter. It's the inline fan. Metal wheel. I do like how they have 2 socks or filters to go on the end of the ducting. That way it cleans and filters the air coming in, keeps bugs out. Along with having 2 of those, they also have 2 of these, so you can take one off and wash it while you have your other one on there. Next is the GGS AC5 kit. This is a GGS AC5. This is their smart plug. It has 5 outlets. It has a control button, that way you know when it's controlled by the app. It has a scene mode indicator, Bluetooth indicator, and an SYS indicator. Each plug can be on or off. And then up here on the top, it also has places where you can plug in your other devices, like your soil probe. That's right here that it comes with. I'm excited to see what this does, or how good it works. You just put it in the side of your pot or in the top, and it's gonna have your moisture of the soil. It comes with plenty of these junction boxes to connect all of your stuff, along with plenty of the RJ12 wires. Same for the controller over here. It comes with plenty of wires. You can mount it with the hole up here and down here, along with the mounting brackets right here that go right here on the back. You have a temp and humidity light sensor, along with a light and fan adapter. And like I said, you can control each plug either with these buttons or through the app. And this bad boy is the sf2000. This thing has got some weight to it for its size, but look how nice it looks. Look at your flip side. On the back, it's just the board. And you have your dimmer switch and your different channels and your power button. And then it also comes with more RJ12s and your hanging equipment. And random question for you guys. Do you guys like this part up top? Or do you like that part up top? Sometimes it can be easier to pull it up, and sometimes it's easier to pull it down. It just kind of depends. Okay, the light is up. Obviously, I know I'm gonna need a bigger light, but it is up. What do you guys usually do with this extra line from your what do you guys do with your extra rope from your hangers? I always just kind of sprinkle up on top. They just hang out. I like the idea of my plants being, or the lights being adjustable, being able to lower them down to the plants, and as they grow, keep raising them. Same for the power wire for the grow light. But let's go ahead and plug her in. Then I forgot you got to push the button, and we have light. And then I don't know if I said it before, but you have the dim, which allows for the dimmer to work. And then this is for something else, like the controller to control it. Now to leave these on for a little bit, I want to see if these get hot to the touch. That way it's okay if my ropes are hanging up here or not. Because the last thing we want anywhere is a fire. It's a little confusing having all the wires and stuff. It doesn't help that I just smoked this whole process. But I have the soil meter, the light meter, humidity meter all hooked up. I can now see all those in the app. I just wanted to get everything hooked up, make sure everything was working before I started running wires, because it seems like an awful lot of running wires and then it not being in the right place. But this is the Spider Farmer fan. Let's go ahead and get it opened up. Got some zip ties, got your little manual, and then we got some brackets. And the fan's gonna be down here in the bottom. And here's the fan. And I just went ahead and put it together. Snaps together super simple. Just put the bracket into the head of the fan. And then just for now, I'm just going to clip it onto the bar. Then I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. And you see it comes on. It is oscillating back and forth. On the back here, you have the power buttons, and then that's your fan speeds. And then this is the oscillating, and then how far the fan is going to oscillate around. You can control it. That way you can avoid rubbing your tent from one wall to the other, or whatever you want to do. If you just want to focus on one plant instead of the whole tent, it's all up to you. And now, without even using the controller itself, just using the AC5, the 5-plug smart plug, I can control all my stuff on the app already. And then of course, now I have it all set up. The light is on, I have plants already going, along with the humidifier and heater. And then I put the smart plug up here on the top. I still have to clean up some of those wires, but it looks okay. Ended up just kind of messily, well, they look nicer like this before I started going up and down and raising my light. I zip tied my wires together here, so that looks nice. But besides that, it's ready to go.